So after jumping 400% in the pre-market from yesterday to today and pulling back, and after its lows being bottomed out and jumping up to a 50% plus opportunity from that dip to the rip, this stock has been filled with positive news all day, and there's so much reasons to watch this moving forward. But before we look at the chart and everything about it, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow, and to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for you is to smash that thumbs up. It helps out the YouTube channel and lets me know you appreciate the time and effort I put into making these videos. So I'm going to share with you guys the chart here, and you're going to see that this stock jumped up 400%, right? From the lows down here, nearly a penny stock, all the way up to $45 and some change, came back down here to $20 and jumped up to $30 nearly. This was a 50% plus opportunity from the dip to the rip, and this is one of the stocks we were watching today in the pre-market as it pulled back. I was not in a rush. I wanted to watch it and try to catch the dip as best as I knew how, and that's something that I want to encourage you guys that are going to start watching this stock moving forward. Don't rush into it, don't FOMO, and pay close attention to it if there is an opportunity as it's dipping, because what I'm about to share with you guys and the price targets that we're about to look at, this stock may have more room to run, and especially after pulling back and sitting sideways here with some strength and not just completely collapsing. If not, this could consolidate or have a slight dip, bounce back up, dip, and then a catalyst run once the next catalyst pushes it up higher, because this stock right now is doing a breakthrough trial case that's going to make it go higher because of these results, and it could be a game changer in the niche and information and technology that they've been working on, right? So it's huge. This is huge news, and we're going to look at how many articles came out with positive price targets and buy ratings, right, in one single day, and they're pretty big. So let's go look over at it. And this stock right now, just to give you guys some insight, the low is $20 that we saw after the pullback, and the high is $30, and it's sitting right in the smack middle at $26. So I would watch that resistance and support to know which way this is heading and what is going on in the charts. So here we are. The first thing is how it went to highs up to 205%. Then we also see highs over here of almost 400%. This is all in the morning in the pre-market, but these were the news that actually pushed this stock to hit new highs. The first thing was this right here, okay? The trial of, I can't even pronounce that, in combination with, can't even pronounce that as well, for treatment of the second and third line NSCLC with EGFR wild type met primary endpoint. Now, do I know what all that means? No, this is more scientific than anything, but it created a catalyst, right? And it seems to be great news, and it has a lot to do with a company focused on the development of cancer therapeutics. Anything that's cancer therapeutic and could actually make, treatment better or a better survival rate, and actually, eliminating whatever it is that they're trying to work on and take out of the situation and out of the picture, and this is the solution, that makes the stock very important because it could change lives. That's like one of the biggest steps in these biotech companies. You always want to think about the fact that you're investing in something that's going to change lives, while it could even change your financial situation depending on how it works out, right? Because these are very volatile, and those are the ways I like to look at it. Changes something on my end, but most of all, it's going for a good cause, changing lives out there as well through these therapeutic and these trials and information, right? So the other thing here is then after that great news of those trials, it says here how it upgrades to a buy, right, at HC Wainwright to $100 price target, okay? So right now the stock is 25%, and it has 75% upside, which is basically from $100. But if you really think about it, it's almost a 300% potential from where it sits, right? And from where it started, it's almost a 10x opportunity. Right now, that's almost a 3x opportunity from right now where it's at, or 4x if you want to call it. And 3x is profit. Now, another one upgrades from $30, right? Right here, you could see it, all the way up to $95 at Evercore ISI. So, two huge upgrades in one single day. The question is, will there be more upgrades and more buy ratings and outperform ratings coming on the way? That's going to be a huge indicator that this could be multi-day catalyst, or it could even get into the position of a squeeze if it has any room to squeeze because of shorts, right? So the stock moved pretty fast today, pulled back down, sitting sideways, and if it pulls lower, I will watch it carefully. No time to FOMO on this. This is right now in a speculative position. It had great news. It had 2 price targets upgrades and buy ratings. The question is, will there be more on the way, or will these 2 be strong enough to lead the momentum to newer highs and new resistance levels in the coming days or weeks as good news continues to roll out and the company continues to show great results at their trials? I look forward to seeing your thoughts on this down below. And if you want to know live updates on what stocks I'm watching, just like BYSI that I mentioned it this morning over at the Discord at 8:49 a.m. before the bell, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. And we look forward to having you join us. Stay tuned for the stocks I have to mention, the stocks I mentioned this morning, how they resulted, and a stock that I want you guys to add to your watch list moving forward as well, that I don't want you to miss, that is presenting itself as an opportunity. Stay tuned. So the ticker symbol I want to share with you guys is one that I've talked about before, and I'm really liking the strength that it has, and if it continues to go lower, the opportunity is becoming even larger. So we're going to look at that chart in just a moment. But before we do, I want to share with you guys the opportunities I mentioned this morning over at the Discord. And if that's something that interests you and you want to become part of, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description to the Discord. And by joining, you'll become part of a growing community of investors, all looking to learn and grow together. So here we are with BYSI. That was one of them. WHLR. And ATHE. Now, BYSI turned out to be the home run of the day, but it didn't move like a typical stock would, right? Right after that bell, it got halted on the way down, and I stated that's a sign of major outflow. I will watch with caution, and I stated that it's moving pretty fast in the pre-market, and I was going to watch it for a possible pullback. If not, I wasn't going to touch it. So we are going to look at these charts here, how they reacted, and how it went. And by the way, ATHE still gave us a nice 5 to 10% opportunity, which is a realistic expectation. But let's look at this home run here. So BYSI pulled back pretty hard towards the bell, jumped up a nice 5 to 10%, pulled back again, and just a matter of 30 minutes, it jumped up nearly 30 to 40%, pulled back down again, and it actually jumped up to a highest point of 40% plus, almost reaching 50% plus on the day. This was a phenomenal turnout, but it didn't move as fast as we typically would see a stock move, and it was very volatile, and it was falling pretty fast. As I stated, I was going to watch it with caution. It halted on the way down, jumped up, and continued to go lower, and then it started to pull back up, and it got halted here, pulled back down, and the rest of the day, it carried momentum. So, very interesting stock, how it moved and how it played out. Now, WHLR, we started watching this one pretty early on in the pre-market. After jumping and pulling back at $4 it was sitting, it jumped up nearly almost 10%. It reached about a 5 to 10% opportunity, pulled back down, and took off for a highest point of 15% plus, guys. So if you want to know what stocks I watch daily and become part of the community with the other members and a growing community of investors all looking to learn and grow together, you're more than welcome to join us. The link is down below in the description, and we look forward to having you join us over at the Discord. So, what's the ticker symbol you want to add to your watch list? That's GNOG, Golden Nugget Online Gaming. This stock has been expanding, growing, through the volatility. There's a lot of pressure pushing it to the downside, and earnings, right, is pretty positive for 2020. Now 2021, it's still pushing through for Q1. We're going to have to see if it can continue this positivity of growth and positive net income and earnings and revenue. And if that continues to grow, that will reflect at some point in the stock's price. That's something that I really like about the business model, as well as the stock is going lower again, right? It's been consolidating here with volatility between $11 and nearly $12 and some change. And now it's pulling back down, sitting at $11.37. And the lowest point that we've seen in this whole entire bearish run and bounce back up and where it's at now is down here at 10.09. So the lower this goes, the bigger the opportunity. And if you look up analysis price target ratings, they're pointing this one to the upside. And it's definitely something to do further due diligence on, further research to understand the company and what's so attractive about it. But just based off the technicals right now, forget about the fundamentals, but just the technicals in the chart, it's been showing strength even though it pulled upwards to almost $15 and pulled back down. It hasn't reached the 10s, and the closer it gets to $10, and if it even breaks below it, if we were to have a correction or a pullback in the overall markets, the opportunity is becoming even larger. As always, this is not financial advice. This is just me enlightening you guys on the stocks I'm watching and why I'm watching them. And if you learned something new, don't forget to subscribe and click that like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel. I really appreciate it. Can't thank you enough. And as always, let's make some money.